Chapter 27. The life of a hedonist is no more. Ah! Shrill screams rang out again, interrupting Sakong Ya's words. Song Wan's 11th son clutched his stomach and fell to the ground. No matter how much he struggled, the agony he was in only seemed to increase. "Father, save me. There are so many worms eating my internal organs." He was only 13 years old, slightly older than Son Bei. His fair and chubby face turned black in the blink of an eye. Son, his mother, the fourth wife, was still alive. She hugged herself in fear, but she quickly fell to the ground and was devoured like her son. What a sin! What a sin! Tears streamed down Song Wan's face as he looked regretful. Damn it! Song Shi cursed, even though he knew that the other party had a reason for taking revenge. He could not stand it anymore. He turned around and strode away. People continued to die in the hall. Other than Sakong Ya, the other members of the Song clan were too scared to notice that Song Shi had left. Even some of the guards thought that Song Shi was frightened. Outside the door, a black iron guard blocked Song Shi. Those suspected of being poisoned are not allowed to leave. Song Shi raised his hand with a cold expression and circulated the power of the iron sand palm. His palm instantly turned red, and he slapped over. How dare you attack? The black iron guard was a burly young man. His eyes flickered with flames, and his face darkened. He also struck out with his palm. Great air currents surrounded his palm like flames. This was the fire dragon genuine chi cultivated by his fire dragon palm, which also meant that his strength was at the perfected postnatal realm. Bang! The collision of pure strength caused the air to explode. Under Song Shi's innate divine strength and invincible Vajra physique, his brute force doubled, and his defense was like steel. Coupled with the beginner-level iron sand palm, his palm had the strength of 14 oxen, surpassing the strength of the perfected postnatal realm. The latter's expression changed. He did not expect a seemingly weak young master to have such strong palm power. His face turned red, and he was actually forced back. Crack, 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 festone slabs under his feet shattered one after another. He took 3 steps back in shock before he could stabilize himself. Song Shi's body swayed. Other than his burning palms, there was no other effect. "Get out of Hue," he said coldly. "Not bad, but do you think you can beat me with brute force?" Chen Ming's eyes bulged as he released a wave of scorching heat, causing his hair to flutter and the dust on the ground to billow. His hands turned red, as if there were flames burning. The temperature in the surrounding air quickly increased. The heat wave hit his face, causing Song Shi to frown. Other than brute force, he did not have much combat experience. He really could not take down the other party. Even if it was a coincidence that he won, the other party still had people around to support him. Chen Ming has not poisoned. Let him go. Sakong Ya walked out. Chen Ming restrained the fire dragon genuine chi on his body and immediately made way. He nodded at Song Shi. "Kid, you're quite capable. I didn't expect the Song family to have such a talented member. I could not compare to you at all when I was your age. In just a little stronger than everyone else." Song Shi shook his head and said to Sakong Ya, "I don't think my guards are poisoned. Can I take them away?" "Sure." Sakong Ya was surprisingly easy to talk to. "Thank you." Song Shi cupped his fists and said to Big Smart, who was peeping at the door, "What are you waiting for? Hurry up and follow me, or do you want to continue watching the goo worms kill people here?" "All right." Big Smart ran out and followed behind Song Shi. Seeing the two of them disappear into the distance, Chen Ming asked in confusion, "Commander, why did you let them go?" "I suppose it is alright to let the young master go since he was not poisoned, though we don't know the situation of these guards yet. If they are really poisoned, it might cause the goo worms to spread. They are useful, especially this Song Shi. He might be able to help us lure the snake out of its hole." Sakong Ya said, indifferently, "I can sense their auras. Neither of them has been poisoned. But that high doozy is as careful as a mouse. There are also goo corpses and evil spirits as his minions. He can kill them with just a few evil spirits. I'm afraid it will be very difficult to lure them out. No, this kid has innate divine strength, bronze skin and iron bones. That guard also cultivates the Prinao art and is not weak. Has also the ideal candidate for that demon's goo to take over. Moreover, there was originally a grudge between the two of them. I don't believe they can't lure him out." Sakong Ya smiled confidently. "As long as they persist through 2 assassination attempts, Haiduzi will definitely do something about them." Chen Ming came to a realization and asked, "Should we send someone to help?" "There's no need. Haiduzi is extremely cautious. If we help, it will alert the enemy. Unless his main body moves, don't get close and just observe the commotion from afar. As for whether they die, what does it have to do with us? Well, only deal with the enemies we provoked ourselves. For the time being, do your best to control the spread of the black blood venomous insect. Don't cause too many casualties. Otherwise, if Jiangnan's most prosperous Silken City is in chaos, it will really be troublesome." "Yes, Commander." Big Smart looked at Song Shi's back and felt a little unfamiliar. He held it in for a moment and said, "Young master, you've changed. It's time for me to change. Those days of being a playboy are gone. I'm not in the mood to play anymore." Song Shi's expression was complicated. "Now that I have thought about it seriously, the money I use to visit brothels is quite dirty. My family is also more ruthless than I thought. This world is also not as peaceful as I thought. Young master has grown up." Big Smart sighed. "Grow my ass. I just gave up on the idea of waiting for death." Song Shi pursed his lips. "Now that the Song family is about to fall, we won't stand a chance at survival if we don't rely on ourselves." "That's right. Why don't we run away and live somewhere else?" Big Smart suggested. "We won't be able to escape. Based on what that fellow has revealed, it's obvious that Haiduzi wants to torture us until we're all dead. Only by killing him will we be safe." Song Shi shook his head. He had no interest in running away. "That's true. He killed hundreds of people from the Song family. This person is really ruthless. Fortunately, old Liu, I didn't get married and have children. Otherwise, I would have cried to death." Big Smart nodded and was rather glad. "But we have to live. Let's go and spar with me. I have to attain combat experience until I am at a higher level as soon as possible." Song Shi strode toward the Song family manor. Along the way, some people had already learned about the tragedy of the Song family. When they saw him return, they discussed, "This must be the seventh young master of the Song family. Hundreds of people from the Song family have died, but he's still alive. You don't understand. This young master likes to visit brothels. He must have avoided the massacre last night. Is he going back? He probably doesn't know yet. It'll probably pee my pants if I went back and saw so many corpses." Ignoring the discussions of the passers-by, Song Shi returned to his courtyard and turned round. "Come, I'll attack you first. You can give me some pointers, I'll aim at it." Time was tight, so Song Shi could only use physical battle to raise his combat experience level. "Young master, just attack." Big Smart's expression also turned serious. Dang bang. After exchanging one move, Song Shi was knocked down by Big Smart. "Young master, your movements are too big. Also, don't use all your strength. You have to leave some leeway so you can change your moves flexibly." Big Smart pointed out Song Shi's key problem. Understood. Song Shi immediately adjusted, and the benefits of having a high comprehension were reflected. His learning ability and his speed of improvement were both terrifyingly fast and efficient. In half a day, Song Shi's martial arts skills were comparable to Big Smart's level. After half a day, he had learned more than half of Big Smart's saber techniques.